Hi guys, I hope you have watched my previous video on OOPS Principle Part 1 where we have discussed about classes, how you define class, what is method, how you define method, what is function, what is difference between method and function in detail. Now in this video, we'll be talking about what is class variable, what is instance variable, what is constructor, and what is self keyword in detail. Now let's get started. Now before even you want to go into learning what is variables and self keyword, it is important for us to understand constructor. Now let us first take a look into this definition and then we'll talk about with an example. Constructor is one method which is automatically called when you create an object for any class. So right now we don't have any constructor here, right? So you must be wondered that how constructor is being called when you don't define any constructor. So listen carefully. When you don't create any constructor. So here constructor is nothing but it is just like an another method. That's it. There is no such difference. But when you create object for any classes, now here in step number 16, right, you have created an object for a class called calculator. Okay, so when you create an object, automatically that constructor for that specific class should be called, and if you don't define anything, then the default constructor will be called. Now let me show you how the default constructor looks like. Now this is, as I said in the beginning itself, this is nothing but it is a method. No differences. So guys, you must be knowing what is the identifier to, to define a method is def. Now, but the syntax for the constructor is little different than that of your usual method and function. So now always remember in Python how you define a constructor underscore underscore with this keyword in it, and then again underscore underscore, and self will be attached by default, that we will talk about. But this is how the default constructor looks like, and this is how you need to define the constructor. So always remember, even if you don't create in your class at even if you don't create in your class at runtime, automatically this will be called and this will be attached to this class. In here it is called calculator. And guys, always remember, if you have a prior experience of other programming language, so you don't get confused here, right? Because in other programming language, how do you define constructor is you say with the class name, but in Python you always remember you define like this with init keyword. Why I'm saying keyword is because you can't give your own name. So in Python, it has to be like this. This is the syntax. So guys, this is what it attaches if you don't declare any constructor. So for your visual thing, I have kept it here. You haven't declared it yet, right? So as soon as you create an object, this is what a default constructor is been attached to this class. So you haven't defined anything. Now, but if you declare constructor, then that method will be called first at step number 18. Now let us see this with an demo. Okay. Now for example, I'll define this. No coding here, only understand the concept first, then later as and when we progress, we will see with more uh, concepts. Okay. Now for example, I say constructor. Okay. Now I have defined now. This is no more a default constructor now. Okay, let me delete it. It is no more a default constructor because now you've seen that I have defined this constructor. Now what happens as soon as you create an object, a default constructor will be called. That means this method will be called. So if we run this, the first print statement will be this, second will be this because this is how you call a method. and next will be your this. Now let's run and see. Perfect, right? Constructor, method, and 100. Now I guess you understood how to call a constructor, how to call a method, and how to call a variable. And one more thing, guys, you need to call this outside this class, okay? Indentation, as we have learned in our previous video, indentation matters a lot, okay? Now, guys, let's talk about variables. As I promised at the beginning, we'll be also discussing about class variable and instance variable. Okay, there are two types of variable which you need to know. One is class variable, another is instance variable, which is available in general programming knowledge. Okay, class variable will be, just remember this, I'm revealing a very important rule of Python about class variable. Okay, class variable will be constant no matter how many object you create. For example, tomorrow if I go and create one more object, you can create a number of object within this class, right? So you say obj1 equals calculator, and then you say obj1 dot, you can call this method, and then again you can say obj1 dot, you can always call the variable as well, and then let's for our output purpose, let's print this and see. Okay, okay, so now understand this. So what did I said? Take a note. Class variable will be constant no matter how many objects you create. So what about instance variable? So instance variable differs for each and every object, unlike class variable. And don't worry, whatever I write here, we will always have a visualization to it. Okay. Now I believe you got a very good visualization of how the default constructor is called at runtime, and if you define how will the object creation, as soon as the object is created, how it is called, so we'll visualize each and every statement that I put in here. Now for example, when I said class variable will be constant no matter how many object you create, like this, I can create a number of object to this class. Correct. So what I'm saying in this sentence is this class variable will remain constant. Now let us understand about class variable in detail now. So guys, whatever variable, whatever variable you define immediately just after your class is called class variable. And the variable you define inside constructor is called instance variable. You got this right. Correct. So whatever variable you define immediately just after your class is called class variable, and whatever variable you define inside constructor is called instance variable. Now you understood. Okay guys, now let's understand instance variable and then we will come to self keyword in Python. So basically, if I want to send a parameter from my object to this class, how will I send? Okay, before that, let me create one more method. Okay, def, and for example, summation this time, and then self. Okay, now just know little bit about self before we actually start talking about self. Okay, self variable parameter is mandatory all the time when you declare a method in the class. You need to know something before we further talk about self in details, right? So understand this. Self variable parameter is mandatory all the time when you declare method in the class. I'm just taking a note here. That's it. Okay. Now I have defined or declared a method called summation. It has to sum two numbers, right? Summation means it has to sum two numbers. This can provide only logic, how to sum two integers. But value should come from runtime from the object creation. This gives only the logic, but from where the values will come? It will come from runtime while the object, like during the object creation. Let's say when you call this class calculator, okay, when you call this class, let's send two arguments, 2 comma 3, and this 2 comma 3 will reach to this constructor. Okay, will reach to this constructor first. Now since you have passed two parameters, make sure it will be catched in your constructor. If not, it will throw an error. And self is negligible, guys. Forget about self now. Okay, self is negligible. Let's say a comma b. We'll say a comma b. Then only the syntax will be valid. For example, if you have passed two arguments while you calling this class called calculator, this will be first passed to this constructor and needs to be catched. If you don't define or if you don't catch in your constructor, guys, one more very important thing that I will tell now is, so how many values you send in your class? You're sending two values right now. Okay, that many arguments should be there in your constructor declaration. That many arguments should be in your constructor declaration. Ignore self, as self is default added in Python. And we will talk about its significance. First, you need to understand the instance variable. Okay, then we'll talk about this self. Now, guys, once constructor catches 2 comma 3 to a b. Now you need to store this 2 comma 3, right, to your instance variable. Self dot a equals to a, self dot b equals to. Here comes the meaning of self. So here a, b, these are instance variable. Okay, these are instance variable a, b. This is instance variable, guys. And what is self? Self is nothing but object. So obj we have declared, right? Object, correct? So when you create object, this object will be passed as first argument in your constructor. And we call it as self in Python standards. And call this as a self in the Python standards. So for that object, you are attaching that variable. For that object, you are attaching these variables A, B. Or let's say you can say first number just to avoid confusion because I've written self.a equals A. Let's say first number, and this, let's say second number. Okay, so this is like first number and second number. Now guys, understand, you have created two more variables inside your class. You have created two more variables inside your class, just like you've created this num. These are two more variables in your class, but understand that these two variables are instance variable. These two variables, first number and second number that I'm talking about, is an instance variable, not a class variable. And from where are you loading this value? You're loading this value from here, 2 comma 3. So 2 will be catched here, 3 will be catched here, and this will be stored in first number and second number. So 2 will be stored in first number, 3 will be stored in second number. Okay, now let's get back to this method. Now in your summation function, sorry, in your summation method, we have to return a plus b, right? So you need to return self dot first number plus self dot second number. Correct. Okay, now why are we calling them instance variable? Correct? Now, you remember, I said instance variable differs for each and every object creation. Let us see, there is one more object we have created, obj1. Now we'll pass 4 comma 5 this time. Okay, now if you create another object and you pass 4 comma 5, now this time it will catch a as 5 and sorry, a as 4 and b as 5. That is why we said instance variable differs for each and every object. Okay, but class variable is not impacted with the object creation. It has no impact. Now guys, you must be thinking why to use self dot first number, self dot second number. You already said that these are another variable in your class. These are another variable in your class, just now I said, right? Then why can't we use simply like this, first name? Very important thing. Always remember, in Python, we can never call variable simply with its name. We need to always attach with self. You need to always attach with self, because self is nothing but object reference of who is calling you, right? Here self is nothing but it is an object reference of who is calling you. For example, here you say obj, right? Now obj will be passed first to your constructor, right? Will be passed first to your constructor, and obj will take all these values into its memories, all these value into its memories, right? It will take all these value into its memories. So if you want to call any variable inside your method, you always have to call that variable with self only, like obj dot first number plus obj dot second number. And I told you obj is nothing but, sorry, self is nothing but obj, but in Python standard we call it as self, because obj is the first parameter which is passed. That always remember that. Okay, also, like, it is not similar to that of the other language. So in other language you need not to say self dot, right? You can directly call if it is there declared inside the class, but that is not the story with Python. It is little different. Okay guys, so if I say num, is it possible? You must be thinking it's independent of object, so I can call like this class variable. No guys, you cannot. You can never call any variable with its name. First rule. As it is a class variable, you can either call by its class name, calculator dot. You can call like this. Okay. As it is a class variable, you can either call by its class name or you can call with self. Now why self? Because when you create object, it will come here, right? It will come here and it will read all the instance variable and class variable and store in itself. So that is why, very important thing, you just remember this: self is like a global or universal to call any variable. I'm taking a note here. Self is global or universal to call any variable. But for class variable, you have the provision to call with its class name. But the same you cannot do with the instance variable. You cannot. Now if I wanted to say calculator like this, you can't do like this. This is not permissible. You need to use self. Self not first number. This is possible. Okay. So let us understand what we did here. We have created parameterized constructor, as you could see. by passing numbers 2 comma 3 from your object creation, and 2 comma 3 we are sending here. These values are loaded in your class in your instance variable, and you are summing up your instance variable self dot first number plus self dot second number in this method along with your class variable. Now let us take a look what will be the output of the two object creation. Okay, so we're returning this, so we'll say summation here, say summation. Okay, so the output of this will be 2 plus 3 because this obj will be passed here. Obj dot this value will be catched in here. So first number will become 2, second number will become 3. So 2 plus 3, 5 plus sum dot num 100, so we'll get 105. And now the obj dot 1, 5 will be catched to A, and sorry, 4 will be catched to A and 5 will be catched to B, and this will be stored to these instance variables. So now the instance variable, as I said, will change with each object creation. Now you see 4 comma 5. Now the first number will become 4, second number will become 5. 4 plus 5 is 9 plus self dot num, and this never changes, right? Now let us run and see the output. Okay, what happened? Oh, sorry. So this is the object, right? So you cannot write like this. So that's the reason. Excuse me for this. Now let's run and see. Cool. You see, right? 105 and 109. Perfect. Let's summarize what new we have learned as part of this session. We talked about class variable will be constant no matter how many objects you created. I've showed you exactly what I have written here. Then we have also talked about instance variable differs for each and every object, that also we have seen with the demo. Self variable parameter is mandatory all the time when you declare method in class, correct? And you have also learned self is a global or universal to call any variable in Python, and constructor name should start from init, right? So I believe we have covered everything that I told you in the beginning of this session. Uh, I have covered I have covered what is class variable, what is instance variable, what is constructor, what is parameterized constructor, what is self keyword in Python, how to create parameterized constructor, and all of it. Thank you guys. I hope you've liked my video. Thanks a lot.